As the executive director for the Greenebaum Cancer Center, my role is multifaceted. I have many components to that role. And that has to do with the fact that for us to become NCI designated, we have to come at cancer from many different angles. So one is outstanding patient care. That is always our primary goal. The second is developing the treatment of tomorrow by testing them today. And the third is being out there in the community, doing things that would impact people where they live, but also listening to the community to inform what we do in our lab. So in my role, I try to support all of those efforts. So we all have to come together as groups. So we have what we call research programs, where people with similar interests will come together and try to tackle very, very difficult problems that you cannot solve on your own. So facilitating that type of interaction is one of my key responsibilities as the executive director. So NCI designation for a cancer center is really the pinnacle of recognition that you can get in the US, and you can extrapolate that to mean worldwide. What that means is that you've had your peers come down and look at what you're doing and say you're up to snuff. If you think about it, there are more than 800 cancer centers in the US today. Not all of them are NCI designated. In fact, less than 80 of them are NCI designated. Of those, less than 60 are comprehensive cancer centers, which is what Greenebaum is. But what that means is that your peers have come in to see what you're doing, that number one, you have enough critical mass of people coming together to address the problem of cancer, not as individuals, but as groups. That's number one. The second is that you do have training programs. So you are trying to train the next generation of researchers, cancer physicians, and all other team members involved in cancer care. The third is that you really have well-integrated system of engaging with the community, what we call community outreach and engagement, not in a unidirectional way. It's not like you're just bringing the solution to the community, but multi-directional. You go to the community comes to you, and you iteratively learn from them, use that to improve your process, and then take that back into the community to see how you can then impact the outcome for them. So when you've gone through this type of process, you get the NCI designation, and then you're liable to lose it if you don't keep up with all those requirements that you are expected to have. And every 5 years, we have the visitors come back in to say, are we doing what we're promising to do? Are we growing? Because it's not just doing what you did 5 years ago. It's you are doing that plus. That is how you get your redesignation approved by the NCI. So Greenebaum Cancer Center is at the top of that pyramid.